Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Today we're coming at you from Hiester Lanes in Reading, Pennsylvania. Lots of technical difficulties, so hopefully we get that fixed. Right now we don't have a middle camera. We'll get that to work, though. We are just about ready to introduce the top five. It looks like we're going to be bowling Baker finals today. Joining me in the broadcast booth to my left, PWA professional Brittany Himmelreich. Hello, Brittany.
Hello.
And sitting to my right, one day hopes to be PWBA professional Jocelyn Hood. Hello, Jocelyn.
Hi.
Speak up.
I did. I am
Thank
talking
you.
loud.
There you go. Can we all hear each other?
I can hear you. Maybe. Yep.
Okay. Lots of fun setting up the live stream today. Everything was working, and then all of a sudden, nothing was working. And then he shows up. Let's go to Matt for introductions.
Okay, bowling fans. Hey, it's on. Okay, time to introduce our finalists for the fourth 21 and under doubles event of the season. Our final 21 and under doubles event of this year. We're going to start by introducing our five doubles teams for the scratch and handicap side. Starting with the scratch side, our number 5 seeds today from Philadelphia, PA, Brian Kennedy, and from Lewisburg, PA, Anthony Nyer.
Your number 5 seeds in the scratch division, Brian Kennedy and Anthony Nyer.
The first match, they'll be taking on our number 4 seeds from Huntington, Maryland, Dawson Miller, and from Woodbridge, Virginia, Brandon Driver.
Dawson Miller and Brandon Driver, your number 4 seeds.
The winner of that first Baker match will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Elizabethtown, PA, Carlton Cummings and Curtis Stidd.
Carlton Cummings and Curtis Stidd, your number 3 seed.
The winner of that second match will advance to our semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Waldorf, Maryland, Gene Blair, and from Wernersville, PA, Jack Selmer.
Your number 2 seed, Jack Selmer and Gene Blair.
And then the winner of that semifinal match will advance to take on our tournament leaders at plus 383 for 8 games today from East Brunswick, New Jersey, Sam Bortnick, and from Wilmsdorf, PA, Daniel Althouse.
And your number 1 seed, Sam Bortnick and Daniel Althouse.
For our scratch division finalists.
Not that we could see them.
Okay, now it's time
They're off
to
camera.
Yes.
introduce our 5 handicap finalist teams. Starting with our 5th seed from Wilmington, Delaware, Tyler Mitchell Everson, and from Newark, Delaware, Aaron Bay.
Tyler Mitchell Everson and Aaron Bay, your number 5 seeds in handicap.
First match, they will be taking on our number 4 seeds from Douglasville, PA, Jennifer Fitz, and from Mifflinburg, PA, Kiana Delp.
Jennifer Fitz and
Kiana.
what was her name?
Kiana.
Kiana Delp. Thank you.
Take on our number 3 seeds from Jonestown, PA, Cole Regal, and from Middletown, PA, Tevin Kerr.
Cole Regal and Tevin Kerr, your number 3 seeds.
The winner of the second match will advance to our semifinal to take on our number 2 seeds from Freeland, PA, Kathy Bazil and Cameron Carl.
Callie Bazil and Cameron Carl, your number 2 seeds.
And the winner of that semifinal will advance to our title match to take on our tournament leaders at plus 165 for 8 games from Elizabethtown, PA, Bradley Ruth and Patrick Hoffmaster.
Bradley Ruth and Patrick Hoffmaster, your number 1 seeds.
For our handicap finalists for today, 21 and under doubles.
All right, I'm going to go get these sheets from Matthew, and I'll be right back.
I probably do. See, if I sit on this, it's like the same as standing. Because it's like the same level. I can see clear.
Short person problems.
Yes.
All right, so we got a pretty star-studded scratch field. I do know that Gene Blair and Jack Selmer were leading for a long time in this tournament, and Sam Bortnick and Daniel caught them in the last game to overtake them. They beat them by about 70-some-odd pins the last game to overtake them. It looks like we're going to be bowling Baker today. For those of you that need an explanation for Baker, we'll let Brittany explain that.
Why do I have to explain it?
Because I wanted to put you on the spot.
I'm just glad you didn't say me.
Well, it's only 2 people, one person will bowl on one lane and the other person will bowl on the other lane for the whole game. Every other frame. Not like your traditional 5-person.
That was a very good explanation.
That was.
Yes.
Very thorough.
It was.
Yes. All right, so let's go over our top seeds here. Actually, our 5 seeds. The top seed in scratch, Sam Bortnick, Daniel Altas at plus 383. They were plus 199 after 5. And I know Daniel went off in the last 3. He shot like 760. Plus 383 second, Gene Blair, Jack Selmer. They were plus 311 after 5 and finished at plus 336. So they really got, wow. Your 3rd seed, Carlton Cummings, Curtis Stidd. They were plus 140 after 5. They finished at plus 292. Dawson Miller, Brandon Driver. They were plus 278 after 5. Finished at 263. And your 5th and final seeds, Brian Kennedy and last week's champion, Anthony Nyer. They were plus 102 after 5. Finished at plus 260. On the handicap side, Bradley Ruth and Patrick Hoffmaster. They were plus 152. Ended up at plus 165. For your top seed, Callie Bizdil and Cameron Carl. They were plus 47, and they jumped all the way to plus 149. Cole Regal and Tevin Kerr, they were plus 147, finished at plus 125. Jen Fitz and Kiana, did I say that right? I'm impressed by me. Dealt 124, finished at plus 118. And rounding out the top 5, Tyler Mitchell somebody.
Tyler Mitchell Epperson.
Eberson, thank you. I can't read Matthew's writing. And Aaron Bay, they were plus 99 and finished at plus 100. So, Jocelyn, you bowled today on this Main Street pattern. How did it play here today at Hiesters? For those of you who've never bowled at Hiesters, it's a little tricky here with the heads are synthetic, but the back ends are wood.
Yeah, that's what got me. I was already far left from the beginning, so I was playing in deep throughout the whole day, which is not really my comfort zone, but I started out pretty good. I shot 237 my first game and kept it going, but the transition just got me too far. I was close to throwing my plastic, but I just couldn't. Yeah, I was slowly getting down there. It was just too much to handle.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to be flipping back and forth between cameras because right now we still don't have a middle camera. And we got to fix that camera.
I do it.
You're closest.
Whoa, that looks too far. Again, I didn't do it. Don't touch. You put the wrong one up, didn't you?
Kind of straighten it up a bit. Kind of reverse it. What do you think? Okay.
still.
Yeah, it still doesn't look quite right. Luckily, I didn't move over to that one yet. Keep talking. Have a conversation between you two.
Maybe. Oh, that looks better.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So there's our scratch feed for the moment. I will continue to attempt to get the middle camera working. But it's being stubborn today.
I believe the difference in handicap, if it's right, is 8 to Mitchell, Epperson, and Aaron Bay.
I don't know. I can't see.
It doesn't look like a 0, so it might be an 8.
It looks like an 8. Jocelyn, you're young and have good eyes. Is that an 8?
My God, you scared the crap out of me. You were really loud.
Is that an 8?
What?
The handicap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but that doesn't mean anything.
So it's just that.
You shouldn't.
Hey, technician, if you want to get this camera to work, feel free.
I think we're waiting on who's going first and who's on second.
It's.
Third base.
What?
I think it's something might be wrong with this wire.
That wasn't plugged in. Is it coming up?
Okay, bowling fans, it's time to start game number 1 of our 4-game stepladder finals. On the scratch side, in number 4 seed, Dawson Miller and Brandon Driver taking on number 5 seed, Ryan Kennedy and Anthony Nyer. They have elected to start the match on the left lane on lane 27. Brandon will be going first, Dawson second, and Ryan Kennedy first, Anthony Nyer second for their team. On the handicap side, we have number 4 seed, Jennifer Fitz and Kiana Dell, taking on number 5 seed, Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay. Jennifer and Kiana have elected to allow Tyler and Aaron to start the match on lane 29. They're going in the order of Jennifer and then Kiana. And for Tyler, Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay, it'll be Tyler first and Aaron second. Also, the difference in handicap is in the system. Mitchell and Bay getting 8 pins for the match. Okay, bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our Game 1 finalists.
All right, off we go in game 1. Once again, as always, our message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. Keep it adult, please. Any questions, comments?
Looks like Mitchell, Epperson, and Bay have decided to start the match, and Tyler will be bowling on the left lane. He strikes. Brandon Driver and Dawson Miller have elected to go first, with Brandon starting and bowling on the left lane. So that means Dawson will bowl on 28, Brandon will bowl on 27, Tyler will bowl on 29, and Aaron will bowl on 30 for the whole game.
Thank you for that.
Jennifer leaves a light mixer 7-pin.
Brian went high, left the 6-pin.
Jennifer and Kiana are bowlers of Kutztown University. She picks up her spare. Let's see what Kiana does on the... I don't know who's going first here. Brian picks up his spare. Kiana up on 29. She goes 10 back. Anthony leaves himself a 7-pin. Anthony, a winner at last week's event at Jordan Lanes.
Yes, he struck out in the 8th, 9th, and 10th to shut out Daniel.
I came in late to that party.
Up at Jordan Lanes.
Tyler looking to get a triple here. He leaves a washout. 1, 2, 6, 10. Dawson comes through the nose on that one, leaving himself a 3-10. I think the key to these finals are getting the ball through the front part of the lane.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you heard Jocelyn say earlier she was considering going to plastic.
Yeah, I was pretty darn close.
Dawson gets one. Open frame.
Trip of the 4-9.
Is Reed still up? What's it at?
You are allowed to say stuff, you know.
I know, I know. I'm like in my own little world.
Let's see what Brandon does. He's up. Frame number 3. He goes. Brooklyn. Carries.
There's a 9 already? I guess it is 4:30.
That's a strike for Delp.
Aaron strikes. I don't need that. They have. Is this one any good? Anthony leaves another 7. Tyler gets a strike this time. He picks up his 7-pin.
I wish I had enough power to bring a pin back out.
think I've only ever done that once in my life. Bring a pin out from back into the gutter. With my powerful speed of 14 miles an hour and some change. Dawson goes to the face again, leaves the 3-6 this time instead of the 3-10. Jennifer leaves herself the 1-2, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
She spares it up.
We won't put the camera on Matthew.
Spare conversion for Dawson. Kiana leaves herself a 2-pin.
So it looks like Kennedy and Nauer are up by about 11. And I put Fitz and Delp up by about 5 if she makes the spare.
And she does. Keeping the board clean. Brandon goes high, leaves himself a 2-4-7. Same for Aaron in the handicap match, 2-4-7. Picks up the spare. Mitchell, Epperson, and Bay are at 99 in the 5th. Spare in the 6th. Fitz and Delp are at 117 in the 5th. The spare in the 6th. They are receiving. Oh, Mitchell and Bay are getting 8 pins. So they have 117 with their handicap. He comes in light, leaves the 2-4. Brian picks up his 3-6. Seen a lot of those combinations in these first few frames here. Anthony gets strike. Jennifer up on lane 30. Comes in high, leaves herself a 4-7-10. Not what she was looking for on that one. And yet another 3-6-10 for Dawson. I think he left the 3-10, then he left the 3-6, now he left the 3-6-10.
Consistency. We'll keep it here on Dawson. Let you know, you could see Jen's split in the upper right-hand corner. She gave it a run, got the 2. Dawson made his spare. Delp now up, working off of the open on 29. She comes in a little high, leaves the 4-pin. Driver up on 27. He goes 10 back.
Kiana
Delp
picks
converts
up her spare. We're thinking alike on that one. What do we got here? Fitz and Delp have 143 in the 7th. Mitchell, Epperson, and Bay. Aaron leaves a split. They have 134 in the 7th. It's a pretty tight match there. Kennedy and Nair have 97 in the 5th, working on a strike. Miller and Driver have 102, working on a strike. Kennedy crosses over. Not too happy about that one.
I don't know if he's actually hit the head pin in the right pocket.
She speaks.
Yeah. Just waiting for my moment.
Another 7-pin for Anthony. He's having trouble knocking that one down this game. Tyler comes up high, leaves a 4-7, lane 29. Anthony picks up his spare. He's 3 for 3. 7 pins this game. Tyler. Ball overhooks. Told in the Masters, Charlie Hoffman hits a hole-in-one.
Was it the hole with the clown's mouth?
Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay have 151 in the 9th. Fitz and Delp have 153 in the 8th with their count on this ball yet. Jennifer leaves a 2-4-5. So they have 160 in the 8th.
Pretty much a mark here ends it.
This isn't even a 10th frame yet.
Wow, what?
It's not even a 10th frame yet.
I know. Thank you for that astute observation.
You're welcome. Mitchell, Epperson, and Bay can only max at 189. There's your spare. Kiana just needs a mark, I believe, of some sort to shut him out.
Not even.
Yeah, that will do it.
Yes. But she only needed. Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot the 8-pins handicap.
Yep.
Looking at scratch score.
And say 9 miss would have put him at 188, I believe.
Yes.
But that moves them through to the next match. Yeah, Jordan Spieth making a comeback at the Masters.
So in other words, he hit it in the right hole with the right ramp that brought it down to the next level and went into the hole. Huh? He picked the right hole.
All right, what do we got in a scratch match? It's pretty close.
And he must have got it through the windmill too.
Yeah. Kennedy can't seem to keep it from overhooking, but he strikes.
Yes. That basically ends that match as well.
As long as this, Anthony keeps it on the lane.
Yes.
Anthony needs a mark and gotta do math
That is
here.
enough.
Oh yeah, that is enough. See, I can't see yet. I need better contacts.
You're as blind as me.
I just got new power contacts. Whoa.
I could just see how bad they are from here. No, I don't need to. My head hurts enough.
Good thing Anthony didn't need that mark. We shoot 194. Aaron strikes out for 181, 189 with the handicap. They are defeated by Fitz and Delp 200 to 189.
He's pretty blind.
Kennedy and Nair with the victory, 194 to 170 something. Of course he answers to that.
Let me unmute this. We're gonna mess with Matt's head. We're gonna leave the camera on this one now. We're gonna steer him over to 27 and 28.
Left or right side is
What?
fine. Left or right?
Sideways.
Darn. He asked me
Upside
for.
down.
You have the ESPN app on your phone?
I think so.
Can I check it?
I did at one point. Hey, what'd Josh have to say?
He asked what dinner was.
Okay,
Oh.
bowling fans, that concludes game number 1 of our final.
I may have taken it off.
Finishing in fifth in the scratch
Check here.
division. Each bowler getting a $35 scholarship. Certificate and medal goes to the team of Dawson Miller
Yeah, it's gone.
and Brandon Driver.
Dawson Miller, Brandon Driver, your 5th place finisher today. Can I ask what you want to look at?
Philly score?
Oh, well, I could have taken you to someplace else to get that.
Okay, and our 5th place finisher in the handicap division, each bowler getting a $35 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay.
Tyler Mitchell Eberson and Aaron Bay, 5th place finishers in the handicap division today. Did you find it? Did it come up?
Okay, bowling fans, on to match number 2.
All right, as they warm up for match number 2, give me a second.
I think we're going to go over
All right, upcoming schedule on the PJBT Tour next week. We are at Leisure Lanes in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for our next adult junior tournament. 10:30 start time on April the 15th. If you want the discount, you must put down a $20 deposit by 11:59 tonight on our website, www.pjbtbowlingseries.com. And the following week, April the 22nd, where are we? I know what we're doing, but I just don't know where we're at. Like I could see.
Burks?
We are at Burks Lanes for major number 9. I should have known that. Sunday, April 22nd, 10:30 start time. And then the 29th, we have our very first annual PJBT Baker Team Tournament. Sunday, April 29th. Never too early to start getting your teams together for that. I'm sure that's going to be a really fun event. That was actually Josh and my idea, along with Brittany's help. We kind of smacked Matt around to get him to put that on the schedule. So that is the next few events on the PJBT Tour. Okay. So, Brittany, we're going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
3 weeks from now, you will be at your first PWBA event of the season.
Yes.
Tell us, Chuck kind of brought this up when you were in Detroit last week, when he sort of said about your support system at home. I want to look at it the other way. What's it like on the road so much? I mean, you know, most of the time you fly home and then fly back out. But some of the weeks you just stay, especially when you're on the left coast. Like, what's it like being out on the road on the tour?
I enjoy it, actually.
Well, we know you enjoy it because we know why you enjoy it. Now listen, Jocelyn.
I'm listening.
Okay.
What?
Why? Like, what's it like?
It's fantastic. I mean, I get to see parts of the country that normally I would never get to see, and I get to bowl in all these different bowling centers across the country and different experiences and meeting new people. You know, I've made so many good friends out there, out on tour, I should say, that, you know, I talk to people that I normally wouldn't talk to, but because of bowling, I do.
Okay. I would assume you're planning on hitting most of the events again this season.
Yes. Right now the plan is pretty much all of them but 2.
Obviously, championship weekend.
Yes.
That's in Hartford, I believe.
Yes, I will be missing the first California stop, which is Sonoma, and the Connecticut one so far.
And they're doing something interesting this year. You're pretty much bowling through June, and then they're taking the entire month of July off.
Unless you're bowling the Lucy, the mixed doubles.
Okay.
Which I am. But yes, it's actually, I kind of enjoy it because it's nice to have a break because you're just bowling so much. And now that they extended the amount of games to be bowled in qualifying and in the casters round, a month off isn't going to be all that bad.
No.
Be refreshing.
On the mat, and then we'll finish this.
Okay, bowling fans, time for game number 2 of our finals. On the scratch side, we have number 3 seed Carlton Cummings and Curtis Stitt taking on number 5 seed Ryan Kennedy and Anthony Meyer. Cummings and Stitt have elected to start the match on lane 27, and they will be going in the order of Stitt first, Cummings second, Kennedy first, Meyer second for the other team. Okay? On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed Cole Regal and Tevin Kerr taking on number 4 seed Jennifer Fitz and Kiana Dell. Cole and Tevin have elected to start the match on lane 29. It'll be Cole and then Tevin. And for the girls, they'll keep the same order, Fitz and then Dell. The difference in handicap is 12 pins going to Regal and Kerr. Okay, bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our Game 2 finalists.
All right, off we go. Now, to get back to our conversation quick, but when you come back in August, they're kind of doing it a little bit differently. Like, there's only, like, certain amount of spots guaranteed based on your points, right? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, the last 3 regular tournaments of the year are like almost like an invitation only type of thing. I think they're limited to like 32 spots or something like that. I didn't really look that much into it. I just know that it's not like open that anybody can just go bowl. So
And lastly, how happy are you that there's a tour stop coming so close to home?
I am extremely happy. I know that there was talks. I know I've talked to the Bowers. They were trying to get it into the schedule. And it
I
just
am
wasn't.
so excited for that.
I know, and it just wasn't in the cards. And then the PWBA decided to they decided to shift around the schedule a little bit, and a spot became open, and in came Harrisburg.
It's not the first time that the professionals have bowled there.
No, the PBA used to come there years ago.
I was there in the early to mid 90s. That dates how old I am. There was a summer stop, and the gentleman that won it, he was about 23 or 24. It was his first professional tournament. I forget his name. I actually have the match on my Facebook page if you go see it. It's about a month down. He shot 299 against Walter Ray in the finals.
That is right. I remember that.
He left a two-pin.
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 Kennedy gets his spare. Curtis also made his spare. Jennifer had a 9 spare. And Cole got a strike to start off the matches.
You couldn't see me where I was standing, by the way.
No?
No.
Okay. Let's see if Kiana can convert the 4-5. Almost.
I will say I was also out there for the first day of qualifying. I got an education on, back then, the saltiness of professional bowlers. Especially one Mark Roth.
He's one of the greats, though.
Yes. Good shot there by Carlton. Tevin gets 2 off of his split. Over here to Curtis. That's a good shot there by Curtis.
It's better than his 5-pin crossover last frame on over
Yes,
there.
it is. Curtis has been in the gym a lot lately, trimming down.
Cole with a powerful strike, like 29. Are you rocking out over there?
Nine pin for Kennedy. Like to say hello to everybody who's watching us today on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, if this is your first time, we're sorry we don't have our middle camera working today. I keep flipping back and forth. But if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button in the upper right-hand portion of the screen. And if you have your notifications turned on, you will be notified each and every time we go live.
You've been doing this for quite some time now, and I think I just subscribed like
Thanks.
a few weeks ago. I mean, I thought I was subscribed.
Thanks. Actually, I do remember seeing your subscription come
I
through.
thought I was. I guess not.
Yes. Yes, I get all those notifications.
Jennifer gets a strike. Kiana tried to double, but she comes high, leaves a 6-pin. Anthony gets a strike. He is perfect on his lane. Looks like he changed balls, throwing something reactive now, and I don't know if he was throwing a urethane before the first game.
Lynn wants to know how it's going over here. Lynn is sitting about 22 feet away from us.
Carlton. strikes to get them to a triple. Tevin comes in high, trips out the 4-9. They have a double. Regal and Kerr getting 12 pins of handicap. Curtis leaves himself a 6-10.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's been playing that for like the last 3 frames.
Oh, that's right. It's got a big M on it.
Curtis picks up his spare.
Yes, my favorites are anything with an M or a crown.
Gotcha. Let's see, score updates here. Carlton, Cummings, and Curtis did have 98 in the 4th with a spare. Kennedy and Nair have 60 in the 3rd on a strike. Kennedy trying to get a double here. Regal and Kerr have 28 in the 2nd, and they are on a triple. Jennifer Fitz and Kiana Delp have 66 in the 4th. Looking to convert her 2-pin. Kennedy comes in slightly high. He does not leave a 4-6, instead it's just a 6-pin. Jennifer picks up her spare. Kennedy cleans up his 6-pin. Board is clean on both sides of the scratch match.
I was wondering if that was myself.
I know. I could hear it through the microphones
Yes.
and everything.
The girl that walked behind us had music like blaring.
I don't know if it was music. It was
It wa-
someone screaming.
That arcade game gets me every time.
I know.
Anthony crushes pocket. He is all strikes on his lane.
So now, Jocelyn, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let's put you in the shoes of Anthony Nair and Brian Kennedy.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
In the first game, Anthony left a lot of 7-pins on his lane, and Brian Kennedy just kept coming high, 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 high.
Yeah.
They did not switch lanes.
No.
Do you think maybe they should have? There's definitely some advantages and some disadvantages.
I mean, it could have ended the same way if they would have switched lanes.
Well, sure. But I mean, you know, instead of Kennedy throwing on 28, he could have threw
Yeah.
his game on 27. Now,
Yeah.
granted, they would have gotten absolutely no practice.
Uh-huh.
Anthony changed balls.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
For our fans, he actually has a house ball drilled up, and he uses it. He's actually pretty good with it.
Only Anthony.
Cole picks up his spare. Cole and Tevin are trying to run away with this match. Let's see what Brian does on this shot here.
I'm going to be completely honest. It just now dawned on me what you were truly asking me. I was like, what do you... I'm not sure what you mean, but I was like, oh, no, yeah. No, I got it now. Yeah. If I were in their shoes, I would have switched.
Even though they would have gotten absolutely no
yeah, but
practice.
still, I think I would have switched.
I certainly can tell you our higher seeds are on the scratch side are watching what's going on over there.
I mean, I would too.
I wouldn't be surprised if shortly you see some airtime on Brian Kennedy's
Yes.
ball.
Yeah.
Kiana leaves herself a super bucket. Brian cleans up his spare, although he didn't really like it that much. Kiana chops her spare. I think that match is winding down. Girls can max out at 199. Anthony.
Ooh. Trips the 6.
He tripped a whole lot of other things too.
That is true.
But all that matters is that they all fall down. Carlton leaves himself a split. Thinking a score change. I think Curtis got it. Left himself a 3-7. Tevin picked up his spare on the handicap side. Cole up on lane 29. The 4-9s. Curtis 4 pins. Cleans up his spare. Cole gets 1. They have 169 in the 9th frame. They can max at 199 scratch. Fitz and Delp can also max at 199 scratch. Regal and Kerr have 12 pins of handicap. So this is fairly close here.
Yes, match isn't over. That open really opened the door. Let's see if Fitz and Delp could walk on through. Force Tevin Kerr to mark in the 10th. Jen does her part.
Brian gets closer. Leaves himself a 4-pin. Kiana gets that one a little wide. She leaves herself a 1-2-4.
And that is going to end their day. She could spare strike for 179. Regal and Kerr already at 181 with their handicap. Scratch
Match is pretty close.
Yes.
Nair and Kennedy can max at 199. That's a popular number this game, I guess. Curtis and Carlton can get 212. Anthony trying to force Carlton to make a shot here in the 10th. Jennifer and Kiana shoot 176 in their game there. Anthony spare strike from 199, which forces Carlton to mark.
Yes. Marking could count it if it's a spare. Hello, Shania.
Naya! There's a strike from Carlton.
All right, so now he needs 8 pins on 2 balls. Over on the handicap side, Regal and Kerr with a 198-176 victory over Fitz and Delp.
That's 9. That's enough.
They will be moving on to face Blair and Selmer in the semifinals. $202 to $199. Don't touch it.
Shania sent me a Snapchat.
Well, Shania, she cannot touch her phone. We're using her Bluetooth to run the signal today, so she can't touch it.
Josh.
Defender of the universe.
I think you need to make your print a little bigger.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. It is a lot easier to read now. Thank you.
That's how I felt with the big screens down there.
Yes. For us blind people.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. It's not like you can see too good these days. For now. One of these days, I'll be allowed to get new glasses.
Matt's running.
He's out of breath. No, wait, the other side. I can only imagine what's going on in his mind right now.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes game number 2 of our finals. Finishing in 4th in the scratch division, getting a $45 scholarship.
I don't think it goes any bigger.
Goes to Ryan Kennedy and Anthony
Does it?
Nair.
Kennedy and Nair. I have done that before. 4th place finish for their efforts today, $45 into their scholarship funds. There's probably a joke in here about the bigger the font or something. I'll let you think about that. There.
That's normal.
Also, our
Not for me.
place finishers in the handicap division. These people are getting a $45 scholarship. And medal goes to Jennifer Fitz and Kiana Dell.
Jennifer Fitz and Kiana Delt, 4th place finishers in the handicap division today. Congratulations to them.
Okay, on to our semifinal match.
It's like got like 2 words. Takes up the whole screen.
I'm gonna start crying soon.
Semi-final match. Are you blowing up my finger? You do. That just does not look right.
Oh my god.
That's a little off center there.
You guys are horrible.
It's not me, it's him.
I didn't
You
say
said it. You said it.
Yes, we are having fun here today.
Interesting to see what Jack and Jean do on this pair. I'm going to say Jean is going to end up going on the right lane because Jean can kind of get more speed behind the ball. That's my call. To try and get it through the front part of the lane.
That'll be interesting. I was actually thinking the other way because Jack might be able to play fallback on that lane. But what do I know?
If there is any fallback.
Yeah, true. If there is any fallback. This looks disgusting blown up. Ugh.
What even are you
That looks a
looking
lot
at?
worse than it is.
It honestly looks like a hot dog from my perspective. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like a hot dog.
Somebody was bowling the city tournament up at Schuylkill County yesterday, and they split their finger open.
Oh.
So somebody has that problem, and I keep saying to use. There's actually a product out that actually works very well. It's a lotion, and believe it or not, it's called Jason lotion,
Really?
and it works very well. That blown up, that looks bad.
It looks like a hot dog.
It doesn't anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It's just,
Practice is winding down.
it's from the side, so it looks weird.
Wow, look at all your dry skin.
I think Callie is throwing her last practice shot on the right lane.
I hope this was before you washed your hands.
That was after. I think. I had tape on there, so
Oh,
some of the glue.
likely excuse. Sounds like my plan. I'm ready to pass out. Tournament almost. We are entering the semifinals, Joshua. If you're listening, instead of me having to type.
Looks like Jean will start on the left lane.
I got one right.
He's standing up there, so I'm guessing he will go first. In practice, it looked like they both had a decent look on the right lane, so I guess it was a toss-up.
It's all right. Just gives us time to look at pictures. I think I need a new phone.
have my old one.
What was your old one?
7
Oh.
Edge. But it's AT&T. You have to unlock it.
Ugh. Actually, using your Wi-Fi, it still comes up as 7 Edge.
I know. I don't know why. Probably because it's the same SIM card.
That's probably what. For all of you people listening, show of hands, how many of you care what we're saying right now?
They probably like turned down the volume all the way.
Just trying to make some conversation while practice is going on.
Yes.
I think we're ready now.
Okay, bowling fans, it's time for our semifinals. On the scratch side, it's number 2 seed, Gene Blair and Jack Selmer versus number 3 seed, Carlton Cummings and Curtis Stidd. Gene and Jack will begin the
My
match
hands are
on
cold.
lane 27. They're going in the order of Gene and then Jack. Carlton and Curtis are going to keep the same order for their team also. On the handicap side, we have Callie Brazil and Cameron Carl, our number 2 seed, taking on number 3 seed Cole Regal and Tevin Kerr. Callie and Cameron have elected to start the match on lane 29. It'll be Callie and then Cameron. On the other team, they've elected to switch their order. They're going to go Tevin first and Cole second. Handicap difference is in. It is 27 pins to Callie and Cameron. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our semifinal action.
All right, off we go into the semifinals. Brittany's giving a round of applause. Gene will be starting on lane 27. Callie and Cameron Carl are getting 27 pins. That's a great shot there by Gene to start off his match.
Carlton and Curtis have switched. Curtis is now bowling on the right lane. Callie starts off with a 10 pin.
Now, I do not like that move at all. Because I think the right lane, as you can see there, is just hooking a lot more than the left lane.
And Curtis uses a pretty strong ball, too, I believe.
Yes.
Callie just misses her 10 pin. Gives it a good shot. Curtis gets 2.
I
off
almost
his
made
Greek church.
I almost made the Greek church today.
I never made the Greek church.
I always get so close.
Tevin Kerr comes in high, leaves a 310. I think he started his last match. Either one of his first 2 shots. Is that you?
Mm-hmm. Carlton gets a strike.
And Tevin gets one of the 2. So both teams on an open to start match on the handicap side. Let's see how Jack is going to attack this lane 28. See if he goes to that fallback shot that I was talking about that he's pretty good at.
That wiggled at like 25 feet.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think the fallback is going to work too much.
No. It's 3 in a row for Gene. And
Let's see if Cole,
Selmer.
if Cole can convert his spare. He does. Hangs on just enough to kick out the 10 pin. Sounded good from
That was
Curtis.
a better shot.
Seems like there's some zone, a little bit of this little area somewhere that if you can hit it, it'll stay there. You go inside of it, you go outside, it's gonna hook like a monster. Cameron gets his strike. Carlton comes in high, leaves a 2-4-7. He cleans that up. Callie up on lane 29. Leaves herself a 3-6-10. See what Jack does here. Looks like he threw it a little harder. Still comes to the nose, leaving a 3-pin.
Yes, he doesn't have the best of looks on 28. I would be very surprised in the finals if Danny is throwing on 28. I think the left-hander, Sam Bortnick, will be on 28.
Jack picks up his spare. They are clean through 4. Tevin leaves himself a 10-pin. Callie and Cameron on open, strike, open. Tevin misses his 10, ball falls off the last minute. Gene comes in high on 27, leaves a 6-pin. See if he can clean that up. And he does. Cole is just throwing that thing to the gutter and it's just coming back. That game makes me giggle. I think Curtis found that spot. Cameron comes in high. Leaves himself just a 6-pin. Makeable spare for him. Carlton. Messenger tries to take it out, just wraps around it. 6-pin for him also.
And it feels like it just dropped 8 degrees in here
Yeah, it's freezing.
in about 12 seconds.
What that weird noise was earlier on.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was that, all right.
I had a little chill.
Carlton picks up his 6-pin. So does Cameron. Callie looking to fill her frame on 29.
Ooh.
Much better shot, leaves herself a solid 7-pin. It's just not fair. Jack. 6-pin. Jack picks up his spare. Tevin throws a very good shot. strike. That makes that a double for him and Cole. Cole looking to see if he can make that a triple. Jean back to striking on the left lane. Their max is 257. Cole makes it a triple for him and Tevin. They are giving up 27 pins of handicap, I believe.
Jocelyn, if you were throwing on 28 right now, you would be throwing that plastic ball.
Yeah, I definitely would be. No doubt.
Brittany would be on her A game, the loft.
Oh, yes.
I think I need to learn how to do that.
That was sarcastic.
Oh, but still, I think I'll need to learn how to do that.
Curtis picks up his 3-pin. Cameron looking to pick up his 3-9. Tricky spare. He close to making it the unconventional way, but just takes out the 3.
Good shot there, right? You're officially, what, 5 or 5'1"?
I am 5 foot. I'm proud.
That would be interesting loft game. Very interesting.
See if Kylie can make another good shot on 29. Left a solid 7 the last time on this lane. Crossing over. Trips out the 10. Jack. Nope. 3-pin.
I will say, though, the last time you bowled on a lane where the heads were fried and you needed a strike to do it, you did get the ball out on the lane.
Kind of.
For you.
Yes.
And you struck. And you took home the title.
Tevin leaves himself a 6-10. Jack got his 3-pin. Tevin picks up his spare. Jean strikes. Jean looks pretty good on that left lane.
Yes. Yeah, this match, that match is all but over. In fact, if Curtis doesn't strike here, start the bus.
I know this is out of the blue, but how you were saying how on the road you made a lot of friends. Well, I got a message from Joey, and I figured I should say something because he's been one of my best friends for a few years now, and we're in 2 different states, so meeting him was a big thing through PJBT, so
Cool.
yeah.
Joey who?
Joey Ocello.
I don't think I know him.
Oh, I love Joey.
Curtis does strike, by the way,
Yes, he did.
keeping this match close.
He mixed them up.
Hey, it don't matter.
That's right.
Carlton strikes. He's trying to put the pressure on. They can max at 223.
Oh, yeah, that would actually force Selmer to strike if he could strike here. And Jack has only struck 1 time, and that was Jersey.
Brooklyn is the correct term.
Not for people my age.
Carlton crosses over, leaves himself a 5. Looks like he got that one out in the lane too quick. They can shoot 212.
Yes, still going to force him to mark.
A handicap match. Cameron leaves himself a 6, 9, 10. See if he can pick that up. Cole must have missed his 6-pin. Cameron picks up his spare.
Oh, got lucky not to leave a split. God bless you.
Bless you.
That went right through the nose and did not split.
Bless you. Trying not to sneeze all over the place.
You got one more in there?
Nope.
Okay.
Jack looking to make his spare here.
Callie, in the meantime, goes Jersey and carries.
That match is 143 to 160.
Ooh,
50.
I thought he
50.
chopped that, too. Wow. I think Jack thought he chopped that as well. Even the crowd behind us said that. Tevin, in the meantime, left a 6-pin. We'll go to his spare shot quick. No, we won't.
Yeah,
We'll
Jack,
stay here with Jack.
Jack needs 6. That's enough.
All right, 215 to 212 victory for Selmer and Blair. They move on to the finals.
Handicap match is pretty close.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Salad 10-pin for
That was a
Cole.
good ball.
They can max at 182. Callie and Cameron currently have 160 with their handicap.
What is their handicap?
27. They shoot 171.
So, Carl he doesn't even need to mark. Mary says hello.
Huh?
Mary says hello.
Joey's mom.
Oh, hi. I can't see the screen.
That
Cameron
should
gets
be enough.
9.
Yes. If he misses it, they would have 152. Add the 27. That would give them 179. So they move on to the finals as well.
Cameron gets his spare. Jordan Spieth tied for the lead at the Masters. Holy cow. Holy cow, I think he's going to make it. Hmm? Did you say he was tied or took over the lead? Tied. 14? Is that what I heard? That's what he said. How many holes? Oh. What's Reed and Rory at? What horse? No, I said what.
Hey, come on.
hole are they at?
WrestleMania starts in 87 minutes. Let's go. What? Did you just say it's all fake? Kind of like your bowling. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. You just set yourself up. I'm sorry. Good bowling today. We know it. I've been only watching it since I was, I think. Wait, I gotta switch it. I knew it was over there. Cummings and Stid, third place finish today. Easily could have been moving on.
Jesus.
Oh my god, it sounds like fireworks.
Our third place finishers getting a $70 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Cole Regal and Tevin Kerr.
Regal and Kerr, third place finish today for their efforts.
It was funny this morning, Jack making a little joke. He comes into the check-in room and I'm checking in.
On to our title matches.
And he goes, Brittany's not bowling, we can win. I think both the last two adult juniors, me and Daniel, or me and Brandon, have defeated him and Jean. It made me laugh this morning.
I'm thinking about going to get myself a coffee.
All right, so as we are warming up for the finals, let's once again go over the schedule. Next week, speaking of adult juniors, adult junior number 6, Leisure Lanes, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'll be there.
I will not be there.
I know.
I will be.
You bowling with your dad?
No, I'm going with Tommy Barna.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Wow. 10:30 start time next Sunday, the 15th. If you want the discount, you must lay down $20 by 11:59 tonight at www.pjbtbowlingseries.com, and you will get a discount on your entry fee. The week after, then, we are back here in the Berks County area for major number 9 at Hiester Sisters Lanes, Berks Lanes.
I won't be there either.
No, you won't. 10:30 start time. That is the 22nd. And the following week is the first ever PJBT Baker Tournament, Sunday the 29th.
I won't be there either. I might be. My plane lands at 9 a.m., so it depends if I feel like, if I'm dead from being so tired. So we're taking a red-eye home
Where are you flying into?
in Philly.
You will not be driving to Harrisburg. If you were driving into Harrisburg, I think we would see you. I can't imagine you're going to want to drive to Harrisburg.
No.
No.
Probably not. I'll
No.
go home and go to bed.
Yes. And then we are into the month of May. May the 5th, that is a Saturday, Colony Park Lanes. Regular singles tournament, 2:30 start time, May the 5th. Sunday, May the 6th is the annual Bill O'Neill tournament. That is down in Croydon. You could search online for information on that. And then, let's see here. Where is that tournament?
Flyers are out for championship weekend.
Yes, they are.
You can sign up for a Pro-Am or Adult Junior.
Ah, there it is. The following Saturday, May the 12th, is the third installment of the PJBT Girls Only Tournament.
I won't be there.
Where is it?
ABC East.
Oh, I'll probably be there.
I believe that's 500 to win. You better be there for that.
I mean, I bowl at East a lot.
Okay. My kid has a track meet that day, so I don't know. He may have a track meet. It's the county finals that day. So I might be there. And that's about all we need to talk about right now.
I don't think Daniel has hit the right side of the head pin on lane 28,
Yeah.
as to be expected.
Yes.
I believe Sam is going first. Or, no. The other way around, I think.
Sam will be starting on 28. Unless if all of a sudden they switched up their plan. Because the plan was whatever lane Daniel liked, he was going to throw the 10th frame because he was about plus 300 of their 3 whatever today.
Okay.
So that was the plan. Not that that matters here.
See, the difference in handicap is similar to last match. It is 26 to Callie and Cameron.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for our title matches for today's tournament. On the scratch side, we have number 1 seed, Sam Fortnick and Daniel Olhouse, taking on number 2 seed, Gene Blair and Jack Selmer. Sam and Daniel have elected to have Gene
Jesus.
and Jack start the match
Scared
on
me.
lane 27. It will go in order Gene and then Jack. And for Sam and Dan, it's going to be Sam first and Daniel second. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed Bradley Ruth and Patrick Hoffmaster taking on number 2 seed Callie Bazil and Cameron Carl. Okay, Bradley and Patrick have elected to start the match on lane 29. They will go in the order Brad and then Patrick. Callie and Cameron will also keep the same order. The difference in handicap is 26 pins going to Callie and Cameron. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our title matches for today's tournament.
All right, and off we go. Once again on the scratch side, another finals with Player of the Year ramifications. Seems like each and every week I'm saying that. If Jack and Gene were to win this match, that will put Jack within 1, I believe, of his brother for
Travis.
all-time PJBT victories.
Gene starts off with a strike, as does, is it Brandon? Bradley Ruth. Bradley is going first. Gene and Jack have kept the same order. Sam comes in light, leaves himself a 3-pin.
Ah,
Callie leaves herself a 6-pin. She'll look to clean that up. Sam gets his spare. Daniel strikes. I believe he was throwing that, what is that, nitro or something? What was that purple ball?
he was throwing his nitro in
In
3 games of qualifying.
yeah.
That was the
last,
freestyle.
the last 3 games.
Yes.
The
That ball
match,
is.
the match play.
Yes. Yes, that ball is older than he is.
Jack using a different ball. That one definitely went longer.
Yes, I tell you what, if he could keep the ball on the right side of the head pin, they're not going to lose.
Patrick got a strike on his shot. The double. Bradley tries to get the triple. Leaves himself a 6. Jean strikes. They have the opening 3. I think they've done that. They started with a triple last match too. Bradley gets his spare.
Oh,
Sam trips out the 6-10. I believe he's throwing a BTU, Fanatic BTU.
yes, he was going to be trying urethane.
It's not really a urethane, it's like
No.
a urethane blend.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Good shot from Daniel. They have 3 in a row. Cameron looking to get 3 in a row for them. 4-pin does not fall. Good shot though. Jack looks a little inside, but crosses over. Seems so touchy.
Yes.
Um,
He has a way of carrying the left side when he gets into stepladder.
sometimes that's just the way they fall.
That's right. He did that. He was bowling Jean a couple weeks ago, his partner. And he did that, I think, twice in that match.
They have the front 5.
I could tell you, Jean was not happy.
I mean, 1 is usually not happy to lose on a crossover,
Yes.
but you can't. Once the ball leaves your hand, you can't, predict what the ball is going to do, really, or how the pins are going to fall. It's out of your control.
That is true.
Bradley misses the head pin, leaves himself a 1-2-4-8. Trying to keep the board clean. Sam picks up his spare. He came in a little light. See if Daniel can get back to a strike. You can't touch my phone. Not allowed to touch it. Daniel. He strikes. Looks like he has a pretty good look on that left lane. Jack back up on the right lane. Jack and Kelly are both up at the same time. Jack, better shot.
That's the front 6.
Kelly leaves herself the 1-2-4. Kelly and Cameron getting 26 pins of handicap in this match. She makes her spare. Jean strikes. Front 7. Sam. He strikes, trying to put some kind of pressure on Jean and Jack. Cameron leaves himself a 3-6-10 in the handicap match. Daniel. Strike.
I tell you what, if you had told me after 8 frames that Sam and Daniel would have that score, I'd say they'd be about 40 to 45 pins ahead right now. Instead, they find themselves down by
30.
30. Yes. Try not to break anything. I think Daniel's a little mad.
Let's see, Patrick.
Oops, gotta go back over here. Oh, all
10
right, the
pin.
run stops there.
Let's see, Patrick picks up his spare. And we have a score here for the handicap match. That puts
All right.
Sam and Daniel in the driver's seat.
Yes. Well, not quite yet.
They control their own destiny.
Yes, they do. Hey.
Let's see, Bradley left himself a 2.
All right. Double 9.
See if Daniel got his emotions back in check. He's got to throw 2 good shots here. Callie up. We'll give a score update after the shot. Daniel
Oh my
leaves a
gosh.
5 pin.
All right, so if he spares and strikes or spares in 9, that will still mean Jack has to mark.
Let's see what Callie does here. She got her spare. Let's see if I get a score here. Callie and Cameron have 144 in the 7th. Bradley and Patrick have 130 in the 7th. So that match is pretty close, about 14 pins.
All right, 9 is enough. So that means Jack is going to need to mark. We'll keep it here on the scratch side. It's not going to be a fun ride home in my car.
Oh my god, I'm like really shooken up now.
I think he hurt himself.
Oh, and he split. All right, he's going to need to make this.
Oh my god.
He basically threw the same shot in the 10th frame the last game and got away with it. He left the 6-10. This time the 10 fell, left the 7 pin. This can be made. This isn't, it's not impossible. Ooh, almost. All right, on the bench.
Wow.
Wow.
247,
Wow.
246. Victory for Sam Bortnick, Daniel Althouse.
Daniel might have a broken hand.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bradley
Let's-
gets a strike.
It's definitely bleeding.
Yeah, I was to say, yeah, he's definitely
Hey,
bleeding.
make sure you shake them with your left hand, Daniel. With your left hand. Because you got, like, something on your right hand. Yeah, you might want to shake with your left hand.
handicap match is pretty darn close here. From what I can read. See what Callie does here. Oh, good shot. 10 pin.
All right, now the ride home's not going to be so bad.
Well, I mean, he's probably going to have some choice words, but
Oh, yeah. No, I know what'll be said.
the only time I don't have Band-Aids is when someone needs them.
Callie, oh, she misses her 10 pin. They have 181 with their handicap right now. Bradley and Patrick have 167. That's including their strike. They can max at 217. Callie and Cameron can max at 211. So it's pretty close here. See what Cameron can do. There's one strike.
My foot's asleep.
You gotta wake it up.
You know, I've lost so much weight, my pants are short on me now.
I can relate.
I have to wear them so high so they don't fall down. I'm not used to that. It's always been the other way.
Cameron comes a little high, leaves himself a 4 pin. They can shoot 201,
Yes.
I believe, with their handicap.
Yes. So that means Ruth and Hoffmaster will need to strike first ball.
I guess spare strike puts them at 197. Now spare. They shoot 201. That's a good game by them. Patrick needs a strike. We know this, Matthew.
And he leaves a head pin.
Solid
All right.
head pin.
Yes.
That means Callie, Cameron
Yes.
are your champions today in the handicap division. Another good match there in the handicap side.
Absolutely.
His scratch side was. All right. Bradley Ruth, Patrick Hoffmaster finished with 196. So Callie and Cameron win 201 to 196. Scratch match. 1 pin victory for Sam and Daniel. 2 late opens by
Yes.
Jean and Jack.
After having the front 8.
I'm told I need to take the picture, so I need to touch my phone.
I mean, like, we could take it on my
Can you-
phone and all this.
Can they take pictures on your phone? Because her phone, as soon as it gets used, I lose the signal. So you got a pretty good camera. Can they just use your camera? Thank you. If WrestleMania wasn't on tonight, I'd go home and rewatch that match.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll have to rewatch it tomorrow.
Intense.
Yeah, I don't know which will be more intense, the fake wrestling or that.
At least we know this is real.
That's why Skip didn't show up today. He's already hunkered down for it.
You say hunkered down.
Hunkered down. He's in this.
My grandparents say that.
He's in
There's
the
a big
Skip.
storm coming.
Yes.
Better hunker down.
Yeah. Yes, he's all hunkered down. Probably got about 5 pounds of kielbasa and a whole slab of beef and 1 slice of cheese pizza. He was like sending me messages as I was going to pick up my kid last night on what was going on during NXT. I was like, I don't really watch that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our 4th 21 and under doubles event of the season. Finishing in an exciting 2nd place in the scratch division, a $100 scholarship for each bowler, and a medal goes to Gene Blair and Jack Selmer.
Gene Blair and Jack Selmer. So close.
1 pin.
Yes. After having the front 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your it's not over till it's over.
That is correct.
Okay, our runner-up finishers in the handicap division. Each bowler getting a $100 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Bradley Ruth and Patrick Hoffmaster.
Bradley Ruth, Patrick Hoffmaster, 2nd place today in handicap. $100 for their efforts.
Okay, and now it is time to crown our champions in the scratch division. Each bowler getting a $200 scholarship, certificate, and the first place goes to Sam Bortnick and Dan Allhouse.
Bortnick and Althouse, your champions today. $200 for their efforts.
And our winners in the handicap division, each getting a $200 scholarship, certificate, and the first place acrylic plaques goes to Callie Bazille and Cameron Carl.
Bazille and Carl, $200 for their efforts, champions in the handicap division. Okay, we're going to get some pictures taken. I am going to make a phone call to make sure my kid's health insurance is all paid up. And we'll be back with post-match interviews. You have been watching.
Okay, thank you everybody. We're going to get a picture and then we'll send our doubles teams back for final interviews. Just a reminder, next Sunday will be our next adult junior of the season. Next Sunday we will be at Leisure Lanes in Lancaster for our 6th adult junior of the season. You can still sign up tonight for the discount entry by 11:59 tonight. Or you can sign up this week. We'll still take entries up until next Sunday. Okay, thank you everybody. We'll see you then.
Okay. You've been watching the finals of the under-21 doubles. Thank you for joining us today, Jocelyn.
Yeah.
For staying all day with us.
Well, I came here by myself, so I figured, why not?
Yes. All right, I got to set up some cameras. Ugh. You think? You think? Hey, stand right there. let's
No.
fix your thing. Now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that camera. We are here with our handicap division champions, Hallie. Say your last name right so I don't.
Bizdil.
Bizdil and Cameron.
Carl.
Carl. That was really easy to say.
Yeah.
Carl. You guys were the number 2 seed, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Main Street was the pattern today, right? Main Street. How did you attack this pattern? Tricky pattern here with, I don't know if you know, the heads here are synthetic, but the back ends are wood here at Hiester. How did you find, how did you attack this pattern?
Well, I first started on a 25 board to see how far I could get it out, see how far I could come in, and just kept moving left as it broke down.
Okay, that makes sense.
First, I started all the way left, but it didn't work. So I worked my way over to the right and threw it out. And
Okay.
then
How did you see that the lanes? Oh, hold on. Thank you for doing that. Hey, let's try that again. Take 2. They heard us, but they couldn't see us. So once again, just so they know who's talking. Thank you, Mr. Brazil, for showing me that.
Thank you.
How did you attack this pattern?
I stayed on 25 board at the start, throw it out, see how far it would come back, and just kept moving left as it broke down.
I started all the way left, saw it when come in. So I kept moving right and I threw it out.
Okay. How did you, were they different come championship time for your final 2 games? Did they change like a lot during the day?
Yes, I moved from 25 board all the way to 37.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What about you, Callie?
It didn't really change for me. I stood in around the same spot all day.
And you are how old?
15.
And you are?
12.
And you go to Hazleton, obviously.
Yeah.
And you go to?
Freeland.
Freeland, which is up over that way.
Yeah.
This is PJBT title number?
1.
1. PJBT title number
2.
2. So now you are eligible for the Tournament of Champions. For
Nice.
the rest of your life.
Yes.
Even when you're old and decrepit, you can still come and bowl.
All right.
I'll be older and more decrepit. All right, here's your chance. We'll start with Callie. Look into that camera. Thank whoever you want to thank. Say whatever you want to say. Just make sure you thank PA Fats.
Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun here.
Good. You want to thank maybe the guy that brought you?
Thanks to my uncle, too. He brings me to all of them.
You got a coach?
Yes,
Who's your coach? Thank your coach.
my uncle BJ.
Oh.
Thank you.
He's the same guy. You want to thank anybody from the PJBT crew?
You.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What's my name?
I'm
Fats.
fat.
PA Fats. Cameron, your turn.
I would like to thank my mom for being the best supporter and supporting me through everything, and my sister for buying me a bowling ball, and
That helps.
Bree for always taking me everywhere and being the best, and you for
Well, thank you.
setting this up.
Just doing whatever I do.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your handicap division champions earning the $200 first place prize today. Hallie Bizdil and Cameron
Carl.
Carl. I knew I was going to forget that. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They're not giving you a round of applause. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll assume you guys are going to be doubles partners again in the future.
Probably.
Yes. All right.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Is this as far as it goes out? All right, we are here with our Scratch Division champions by 1 pin.
Yep.
Sam Bortnick, Daniel Althouse. I'm gonna guess through 8th frames you figured you didn't win.
I think through 6 frames, we're a little nervous.
Yes. something almost hit me at some point. After somebody went Jersey for the second time, something almost hit me. What was that?
What?
What were you?
Probably my shoe brush.
Oh, excellent. That would have been a good thing for me to get hit. All right, so, but then open in the ninth, and you struck in the ninth, really big strike. You had a double and 9 to shut them out. You left a 5-pin. Interesting.
I thought I threw it pretty good.
Okay. Do you think, reflecting on it, maybe you didn't hit it quite as hard? Did you hurt your hand maybe?
Doesn't really hurt.
Okay. Okay. All right. So then you got your 9 on the fill shot, and Jack basically just had a mark to win. And I will say it right now. I know you guys weren't watching the semifinal match. You guys were warming up. He threw the exact same shot in the 10th frame of the semifinal match.
Yep.
The exact same shot. He didn't split on that shot. He left a 6-10, not the 6-7.
I figured he was going to make it anyways.
Yeah, you know what? And he almost did. Halfway down the lane, I thought he actually made it,
So did I.
to be honest. All right, so this is the second time you guys have teamed up for doubles this year, and you guys have led after qualifying in the extra 3 games both times. Looks like a pretty good team here. Shame somebody's going to Purdue next year. So, we'll start with you, Mr. Lefty.
Yep.
How did you attack this Main Street pattern today?
Well, I started off the pearl ball, some polish on it, and I was the only lefty on my pair, and I wasn't following any lefties, and they weren't following any lefties, so I had the left side pretty much to myself. And I started out standing on about 22, so letting it come nice off my hand, about 15 miles an hour. Then as we went on, I had to chase it right and get my speed up a little, but besides that, not too many drastic moves, as always.
Nice to be a lefty. And you, sir?
Well, I started with a shiny pin down ball. Threw that for a couple games, switched to my tag, and just kept chasing it left till the end of 5. Then I switched to a pin down nitro R squared.
What?
A pin down nitro R squared.
How old is that ball?
I believe you said 98.
Yes,
when
it's
made.
older than you. Yes.
Or 97, somewhere in there.
Yes.
And through that for the next 3, had a great look. Shot 760-ish for the next 3. Then, as I was watching the finals, the right lane was
Toast.
toast.
Yes.
And we came up with, he gets lined up on the right lane, I try to get lined up on the left. And we used 31 and 32. They played kind of similar in a way. So I was able to pretty much play the same line on 27.
That was actually a really good idea to do that way. Yeah, 28 just you could see it right from game 1 of the stepladder. It was just completely torched.
And watching Jack the game before, he didn't hit the pocket.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, I want the left lane. I wanted to finish. And Jack could finish on the right lane.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it all was like good.
That's exactly what happened. All right, so high school senior this year.
Yep.
And you finally made your college decision.
Yep.
Purdue. What brought you to Purdue, if I could ask?
I guess just definitely with the bowling, of course. So I mean, I don't think anything specific, but
Okay.
just excited to go.
You just don't want to have a mascot with the hard hat.
I didn't want to go to Penn State with him.
Ah. Oh, have you finally picked a college?
And I haven't committed, but we all know where I'm going to end up.
And what are you going to be majoring in Purdue?
Undecided.
That's an awesome major.
It is.
And you will be majoring in what at Penn State?
TV film, and I'd like to maybe pick up a minor in telecommunications.
Okay. All right, Sam. Your chance to say whatever you want to say. Thank whoever you want to thank. Just make sure you thank me.
I'd like to thank my mom. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yep. I'd like to thank my grandma who was watching from Florida, my girlfriend who was watching, and then I think most importantly, I'd like to thank Daniel here, your unrelated son, because I think the first tournament I bowled with him, I was picking him up most of the games, and then today just completely carried us to the win. So I'd like to thank him. And then I guess you're last.
Well, thank you. Well, hey, at least I got a shout out there a little bit. Your turn, son.
Well, I'd like to thank anybody that was watching me. I believe Bennett was, Alex was, and anybody else that may have tuned in to watch. I'd like to thank Sam for bowling with me. It was kind of a last-minute thing.
Yep.
We bowl, rocked it here. Now, you 50-50.
Well,
You drive me here. It's
and
about
pay
it.
for it.
And yeah,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your, by the skin of their teeth, scratch division champion. And that once again propels Daniel into the Player of the Year race. Sam Bortnick, Daniel Althouse, let's give them a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm the only one that clapped.
She's got it.
She clapped. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have to make sure my health plan for you is up to date. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
thank you.
Would you like to come back in? No? Okay. Are you sure? All right, so then we're going to wrap this up for the entire PJBT crew. We will see you next week from Leisure Lanes, Adult Junior number 6. Once again, if you want to get the if you want to get the discount, sign up by 11:59 tonight. Put down a $20 deposit. www.pjbtbowlingseries.com. We will see you next Sunday from Leisure Lanes from the entire PJBT crew. I'm going to watch WrestleMania. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.